Do you want a center build that drops triple doubles in Pro-Am every single game? Then watch the rest of this video to find out what the build is. Yo, what's going on, guys? Dynasty back with another video, and I know it's been a little bit since I actually uploaded a video, but guys, I'm going to be showing you guys my 7-footer for Pro-Am. I will say this before I actually get into this. I think footers are low-key better than 611s all around. I think they really are. I think they just set better screens. I think you obviously you get better rebound animations, but I will say this for the 611s, which this might be a little weird considering the 611s are shorter. I think the 611s are better for dunking. I get way more dunks on my 611 than I do on my footer. I'll say that right now. But yeah, basically get us started here. We make your height 7 feet tall, and then the weight is going to be 234. Obviously because trying to be as fast as you can when you're on the big. And now the wingspan, we're going to 7'6" wingspan. Obviously, you want to go for the longest wingspan that you can. Now, I will say this before we get into these attributes. I made this build for how I have to play with my team. So if you guys want to change some stuff up, you guys can. But first, for the finishing here, we're going to go with an 81 close shot. 81 close shot is literally all you'll need. Plus with 81, you do have opportunity to go up higher if you want a cap break. It's really up to you. Now for the driving layup, going to go up to a 70. I think 70 driving layup is pretty fucking good. And now moving up to the driving dunk. The driving dunk off rip is going to be an 89. You get contact dunks, which is really good, and honestly 89 driving dunks all you really need for a center. Like, you can even go 87 if you want. Hell, I have a 6'11 with not even an 87, like an 85, and I get hella driving dunks. Now the standing dunk, what you are going to do is put it up to an 85. Now I've made a couple big men builds this year, and I think 85 is the perfect in between for everything. I think you can go 90 if you want. If you want to get like Wemby's dunk package or whatnot, but I think 85 is the best to get good dunk animations. Like, I'm talking contact dunks, everything. Now moving on to the post control. The post control does go up to an 86, and you get silver unpluckable with the 86, which is nice. Plus, you can actually do some post moves and stuff, which is solid. Now this is where some of you guys might not like where I'm going with the 7-footer build. So we're going to go 80 mid-range. 80 mid-range, we get gold post fade phenom, which is amazing. And then for the 3-ball, we're maxing it out at 78. So basically, you're going to be a sharpshooter around the floor. You can shoot middies, you can shoot threes, and you can even head to the line a little bit and shoot some free throws, because we're going to us ourselves an 83 free throw. Now moving on here to the pass-ack. The pass-ack, it is going to go up to an 86. Because I could not get the 87 with the way I made this build. So we got to go with the 86, and you guys will see where the cap breakers are going to go and everything. Now, you go up to a 67 ball handle, so you can dribble as a 7-footer, and then speed with ball goes up to a 55, which 55, once again, pretty much all you need for a center. Now, I mean, you could go higher on like a 6'11", but 55 is really all you need. Now, moving on to the defense, 70 interior. 70 interior, again, is all you need for bigs. Now, when you're playing Pro-Am, you don't want to go against a lot of post scorers, so you don't really need post lockdown. But even if you were to go against a post scorer, trust me, 70 interior is all you need. Moving on to perimeter, you actually get a 62 perimeter. So you can somewhat guard the perimeter a little bit. And then steal, you're going to go to a 41. And again, you'll see why you go to a 41 here. Now, for block, you're going to go to a 56 as well. This is where the cap breakers are going to kind of come in handy. Now for the rebound, your footer, you want double 99, of course. So we're going to go 94, 94. And yeah, this build's already looking insane. Moving on to the speed, you're going to go 72 speed. Again, you want to be really fast with a 62 agility. Now, it's really up to you. You can go lower agility if you want. But with my experience, I have multiple builds, like multiple center builds with 55 agility. And if doing a 55 agility is really not that good. Ever since I've been on this footer with a 62 agility, I felt so much faster. I really have. Moving on to strength. A lot of people go high strength, like 91 off rip. Me, because how I use my badges, I go an 83 here. 83. You obviously, if you change the build up, you could go higher. But the way I did it, 83 is what works for me, because you can +2 your brick wall. Moving on to vertical here, because you want a high vertical so you can jump up and grab those rebounds, an 85 vertical. This is going to help you get those insane rebound animations. Plus, when you cap break your block and everything, you're going to get better block animations. But these are the stats on the builds just without the cap breakers. Take a moment and look at it. Again, I think these stats right here work perfectly, especially for the way I have to play for my Pro-Am team. Now, let's go in and I'll show you where the cap breakers are going to go. Okay, so Now, I'll tell you how many cap breakers I do have. I ended up going with playmaking build specialization on this build. I normally go shooting, but with this build, I believe it is 19 caps. I believe it's 19 caps with this build. I could be wrong. But basically, you put one cap in the pass sack to get the 87. It actually goes up to an 88 because of the +2, which is nice. But you get the break starter and everything. But moving on to the steel, you put 3 cap breakers in the steel to get bronze interceptor, which is huge for a 7-footer with max wingspan because you could +2 it or +1 it. I'll show you again how I have my badge set up here in a second. Then you take your block and put 5 cap breakers into it. Your block goes from a 56 to an 86, so close to the 88, but you don't really need an 88. 84 is honestly all you need just to get the silver paint patroller. And then obviously you put 5 cap breakers into each of your rebounding to get double 99. Now I will tell you this, if you have more cap breakers than I do, the way that I'm going to set this build up is, once I get my second playmaking cap breaker, I'm going to put it into my pass sack to get a 90 pass sack, and then all my remaining cap breakers for the rest of the year that I get, I'm going to be putting into my pass sack to get a 93 pass sack eventually, which is going to be absolutely insane for this build. Now, I'll show you how I have everything set up. Now, my badge perks, I have Interceptor on Silver, because Silver Interceptor is really all you need to get good lane steals. I have Gold Posterizer, which, again, all you really need is Gold Posterizer to get really good dunks. Now, I have my +2 on Set Shot Specialist since I have low shooting, and I have it on High Flying Denier, because High Flying Denier is broken on Hall of Fame. Moving on here, I don't run Hall of Fame Brick Wall, because I set good screens just with gold, so I run gold brick wall with Hall of Fame Dimer. Moving down here, we got Silver Deadeye for the Takeover Surge, and then I also have Off-Ball Pest, because there's really nothing else I want. I mean, I could do Aerial Wizard, but that doesn't really do anything for me, so Off-Ball Pest is fine. Now, when I get my playmaking stuff unlocked, I am going to be doing Break Starter as a +2, and because I'm not going to have my Pass Act to 93 for a little while, so I'm going to do Break Starter +2 to get it on Legend, and then I don't know what I'm going to have my +1 on yet. Haven't really thought about it too much. I mean, I'll probably just end up going Dimer so I can do a different badge here eventually for the tier 2. But yeah, that's the build. That's the 7-footer I've been using in Pro-Am this season that I've been dropping triple-doubles literally every game damn near. I have 10 double-doubles, 7 triple-doubles, and just taking a look at these stats, bro, I average 17. I'm rounding up here, fellas. 17, 13, 13, 2, and 1 on great shooting split, 76, 81. I don't shoot good from the free throw line, but that's because I will say I switch builds a lot during like non-pro-am stuff, so sometimes I'd be messing up my free throw release. I've been going absolutely insane this season on pro-am. But yeah. If you guys did enjoy the video, if you guys did enjoy the build, and you want more build videos, man, don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more. It's been Dynasty, and I'm out. Peace.